in and breath out. Feel the sacredness of your presence in this universe. That you are unique, gifted, blessed. And every person has a unique purpose. And like the most beautiful seed, when given the proper environment, the seed must come forth to be that which it came to be, to realize its potential. Like a seed that is ripe and full of life. Everything the seed requires to grow to a flower, a tree, a bush, everything it requires is already within it. Imagine you are some kind of seed or bulb, that you are ripe, ready to be placed in the bosom of Earth Mother. And to hold in your consciousness that you have come this way before, that in lifetimes past you were male or female, rich or poor, and that like a seed in that lifetime you came forth. From lifetime to lifetime it goes. We build upon lifetimes past to issue forth into this dimension the fullness and the uniqueness of that which we came to do. To be happy, to live in joy and inner prosperity. Whatever type of seed or bulb you imagine yourself to be, visualize or in some manner conceptualize a chalice in front of you. And it is filled with a shimmering liquid that appears to reflect all the known colors as one looks at the liquid. And in some way, bless this chalice. For the liquid it contains is most nurturing to your spirit. And in some fashion, imagine that you had arms or means to lift this chalice, to feel its weight, to feel the holiness it represents, the sweetness, the pureness, this sacred moment. Slowly you bring the chalice to your lips and taste this shimmering liquid. And as you drink, every part of you feels vitalized, invigorated, almost enchanted in a magical way that is so far beyond the intellectual mind's ability to grasp, and yet the heart knows it surely, confidently, purely. Realize that in life, every time you reach for the sacred chalice, it is always there. The act of drinking is the act of commitment to self. It is the act of yielding to the spiritual power you already have. It is the acquiescing to the liquid light that you already possess. It is an admission of spiritual power when you drink. It is the light of life, always and forever within your reach. The symbol of drinking is the acceptance and the nurturing of your seed, your bulb, whatever you choose to call it. It is in this moment that you stand face to face with the God within, the divinity, the wholeness, the holiness. All of the ancient scriptures that were ever sung or read are contained within you. All of the holy mantras, all of the chanting, all of the temples, all within you. And in some manner, having finished the liquid in the chalice, you set the chalice down. For in this dimension we experience causality, cause and effect. There is an in-breath and there is an out-breath. The in-breath is the spiritual power of taking the drink of the sacred liquid, the act of self-realization. The out-breath is the externalization of your power, also known as living your truth, living your life on purpose, standing in the power of the light. In breath, out breath. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out. There is a time for work and a time for rest. There is a time for awake and a time for sleep. The tide comes in, the tide goes out. Holding these two in balance is your work. Imbibe from the sacred chalice of light and take unto yourself the commitment of your self-realization, and then act courageously with victory your spiritual path. Breath in and breath out. Breath in and breath out. Open your heart to your innermost teachings and then act upon them, and so on and so on. Feel the sublime sweetness of this inner rhythm. Realize within yourself when it is time to breath in, when it is time to breath out, when it is time to take in spiritual nourishment, and when it is time to bear fruit. Choose to live in this inner harmonic cosmic rhythm, and your inner self will know contentment and peace. Contentment and peace. And may the principles of harmlessness and compassion be the ever-present ever constant guide of your every intention, your every thought, your every action. And so it is, and so it shall be. It is done. Breath in and breath out. Breath in gently and breath out. Feeling content, at peace, and grounded. And when you feel the moment is right, open your eyes.